Later, people named this feeling depression. By week 9, renowned cyclist Boardman was ready to break the 1-hour bike world record like a programmed machine. Friends were waiting to see if Gua's record would be broken, while he acted as if it was just another Tuesday, totally unfazed. He still rode out, as usual, but faced a tough problem. He had to break into a bar to call for family or friends to rescue him. Unfortunately, he ran into childhood bullies. Trough tried to ignore these losers, but they cornered him at the bar like it was 10 years ago. But this time, Trough didn't run away, he stood his ground. His fierce aura left the thug speechless and hesitant to make a move. Trough didn't opt for avoidance, he chose the courage to fight back. The fierce energy radiating from him left the thugs frozen in place, too scared to act. You can't always be stuck in the past. Life is like riding a bike, you gotta keep pedaling forward. The real lesson is to boldly face past fears, rise out of the mud, turn the page, and chase a more worthwhile future. Meanwhile, after an hour of heart-pounding chase, Boardman easily shattered Gua's record from just a week ago. Snagging the title of world number 1 again left Gua a bit dimmed, but his stubborn nature pushed him to face Boardman in the sprint race 5 weeks later. Though skilled in endurance races, his self-assembled bike was cheap like a toy, whereas Boardman's high-tech one cost $500,000 with top carbon fiber. But Gua wasn't scared, because he had a secret weapon up his sleeve, his own invented ski-style low-profile position. As the 4-kilometer chase began, Gua took off like lightning, with Boardman right on his tail. This chase was more than just a test of strength, it was a battle of willpower. As Gua's face relaxed, his pedal frequency reached its peak. The gears roared like a beast, and the chain danced like a silver snake at lightning speed. In the end, Gua triumphed over Boardman by a mere 2.38 seconds, reclaiming his spot at the top and setting a new world record for the 4 kilometers. Boardman, being a true competitor, didn't sulk. He was deeply impressed by Gua's skills. He basked in glory on the awards stage, but the president of the Cycling Association didn't seem too thrilled. But Boardman had some health issues. When Gua returned home, he was met with a rousing welcome from the Scottish folks, not just for breaking the world record, but also because he defeated the Englishman Boardman in the race. So, the local mayor crowned him the Scottish Flyer, but while everyone was partying hard, the Cycling Association was plotting how to punish Gua. If an old bike costing less than $50 can break records, how will makers sell their costly, impractical goods? This would directly hit their profits. So, in the end, the association banned him from competing, citing his bike design was unsafe. Facing the association's pompous punishment, Gua called the media to showcase his new bike. This humorous counter-strike turned the association into a laughingstock overnight, and the higher-ups ramped up their punishment again. They kept changing the rules, but Gua always found a way to counter their absurd hurdles. When they said the seat can't be longer than 5 cm, he adjusted it on the spot to meet the standards. When they demanded bike parts must be commercially available, he scavenged parts. Gua systematically cracked each new rule by the association, forcing them to let him return. However, the association imposed new restrictions on his riding posture, stating that during competition, riders couldn't ride with their chest on the handlebars. 3 violations mean immediate ejection. It's like clipping a free spirit's wings. In the World Championship qualifiers, Gua played cautiously but was caught twice by sharp-eyed referees. Ultimately, unable to adapt to the new rules, he came crashing down off his bike. The world record holder, once the champion, faced an unexpected defeat in the qualifiers. It was a tough pill to swallow. A new wave of disappointment hit him, leading him to constantly re-watch the race footage while numbing himself with buckets of alcohol. Childhood shadows came flooding back. The pains of past bullying and loss in competition were now weaponized against him. Instead of physical assaults, these mental attacks were far more lethal. Amidst endless taunts and threats, Gua's cured mental issues recurred, driving him to escape the pain. He ventured deep into the woods, contemplating ending it all, but the rope snapped thanks to poor quality, saving him by a passing good Samaritan. Afterward, his wife sought a top-notch therapist for him, but he insisted on dealing with his issues in his own way. However, his way was just avoidance, locking away his dreams in an abandoned shack and letting his efforts lumber in dark corners. He stopped chasing harmony and the great unknown, settling back into his unnoticed space. But life isn't all valors, sometimes unexpected. The Norwegian Stadium gave a track fragment to the record breaker during renovation as a historic memento. This not only commemorated his historic feat, but also uplifted his sagging spirit in his first letter post-return. Subtitle of Pastor's reply, he now sails with immersion ship to seek a new life. As he bid farewell, the pastor gave Graw final help. In their talk, he openly admitted his late wife shared similar experiences with Graw. He spoke softly of how life's blows left him feeling isolated, ultimately choosing to end his life in the darkness. So, you think this is your goal? I feel like this is my breakfast. I feel nothing. It's all fine. Subtitles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.